Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, I bring you Naama, Virus Naama, yes. And the question is, will he infect Sen? We will find out one way or the other. He's in the red trunks, and he is to the west playing Terran versus opponent from Team Fnatic MSI, the one and only Sen. He is in the blue trunks, and he is playing Zerg to the south.
So, lucky Sen is going to move his overlord to the left and is going to, well, kind of see the ramp. The problem is on this map, some players do send the overlord a little bit too far. And then it gets caught because the barracks completes and obviously the Marine's going to come out. So that could be potentially a problem for Sen, but I'm sure he's going to deal with it fine. And we are going to see Naama wall off here. It's completely standard. You don't see it with the supply depot first of all against Zerg, but you do wall off eventually afterwards with the barracks and so on. It's completely standard.
Yeah.
Sen's mentality in this game is going to be like, well, this is a pretty big map. Even if he 2-racks as me, a lot of the time he's not going to find me straight away, so I can get away with hatchery first pretty much every single game. He might even go for like 17 spawning pool after that as well, and basically be as greedy as humanly possible.
And why not? This map has a reputation alongside Tal'Darim for provoking some fairly epic macro games, and this is the reason. I mean, it's just so large. It takes a while to scout. Naama hasn't even bothered to go for a scout yet, doesn't want to scout early, and Sen will find him first, which will be a little bit advantageous for him. But nonetheless, this game usually goes to the third base within a very short period of time, even with the rocks there, because still, even though there is the potential for it to be exposed to harassment, you've still got to work your way through the rocks, and with 4 Xel'Naga watchtowers in the middle, maintaining map control and keeping an eye on things like that is very simple.
Sen could be potentially losing this overlord now because it wasn't walled off at the bottom here. He's played in a more defensive position where it's actually pretty good against 6 pulls and stuff because you can lift the supply depot and it's a nice long wall. And this overlord is actually going to die. That's really surprising here. And will Sen move it in time? The vision is now only just been given to Sen, and he's going to have to move that right immediately, otherwise he's going to lose this.
Yeah, I'm expecting the overlord to take a very sharp veering to the right, and there it goes, and it will survive. It'll take a little bit.
I don't think so. I think it's going to go down. If Naama goes right underneath it, I think it's going to go down. And the thing is that he can send the second Marine, or he can send the first Marine to the lower ground, and then send the second one behind it. So that overlord is in trouble. It may get away though. And I'm having a look in Naama's vision. He has scattered a late spawning pool also, so he's not afraid to go and chase that. But actually, it looks like it may be able to escape here. This Marine is running, sprinting.
Yeah, I think it's getting out of there. He's taken the chasm to there, and then it's got to go into the void up to the north, which is a very smart thing to do. And nicely played there, once again, by Sen, averting a little bit of early disaster. And we are seeing a reactor first play right here from Naama, which could be indicative, of course, of the possibility of a swap around for a factory. The thing is that he hasn't started his factory yet, so we're not sure. It could, of course, be... There we go, there's the factory.
Well, yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, what I was going to say is that he scouted a very late spawning pool. He scouted very late gas intake as well, so, like, slow Lings can't do anything right now. Even if he built 10, I mean, he's got enough Marines he can pull SCV, so he's pretty safe to take this expansion and then follow up with the factory also here. And then be able to get tanks out in time before any large damage can actually happen to him. So he's perfectly safe going for this expansion as the reactor, just to get the 2 Marines 2x2 out there to help defend. And it can always add a bunker as well if possible.
Yep, quick pause right here. We'll be back in right about now. There we go, all sorted out and wonderful. Quick pause as they were just sorting things out. Well, the likelihood of Hellions is fairly high at this point. I don't think anyone is really surprised by that. We'll see how Sen deals with it.
And look at this, Sen is actually having to get a spine crawl because in his vision he sees nothing. A Ling tries to go in, sees nothing. All he sees, I'm looking at Sen's vision, is 1 barracks and a command center. That's it. Doesn't know about gas. Has no idea this could be 7 barracks all in. He has no idea whatsoever. So this is a bit of a surprise for him. He has to get a spine crawler. He may build another round of Ling shortly just to be safe. And the SUV has gone in there and seen, okay, cool, you've still got 3 in gas. You've got an income of gas right now. You've built a spine crawler. This is exactly what I wanted. Because Naama's going to naturally have an advantage because he's gone for this early command center.
Yeah, he got that out nice and quickly, and it is now deployed, and it is mining. Now, Sen does manage to elegantly sweep past, gets incinerated by Hellions, but of course he now knows there's a pair of Hellions, which would indicate to him that there is a reactor on that, and his response is to immediately go Roach Warren.
Yeah, he's going to go Roach Warren and defend against it because, well, Hellions are pretty damn good. Sen doesn't really have creep spread, so he can't fight against Hellions alone. Hellions off creep are pretty good against even fast Lings, so He doesn't have the creep space, so he's going to have to build the Roach Warren and going to have to get a few Roaches out. He will look for a third very, very fast, though, as he doesn't want to fall behind in the economy. Looking at the unit tab now, 39 drones is pretty good, 24 SCVs, 2 mules, so it's not so bad right now, but everything in terms of tech is advantage of Naama as he's got that starport out now and is actually going for a minivac, so we could see a drop into the main base, but 8 Roaches are on the way out. These will be used to defend, and not only defend, but pressure back onto Naama.
This is an interesting approach, however. Naama's actually going to drop the Marines as opposed to Hellions, so I think this is going to be a two-pronged attack. Perhaps attack from the front, force the Roaches to come to the front to defend, and then land that. The problem is that Sen's Overlord spread is very, very good, so we'll see what he does. He's actually going to go for that nonetheless, and now Sen's going to be forced to defend against that, and those Roaches are way out of position. This is a really good play here by Naama, who has now stopped mining on the main entirely, and is going to take some units, and of course there's no way that Sen can actually take out those Marines. Once they get back in the medevac, they are out of there. The Queen firepower will not be enough to bring them down. And those Roaches still at the front because he's scared of Hellions. Really good play here by Naama. And now, of course, he needs to get out immediately and loses only a single Marine.
Yeah, he killed 8 drones there, and I'm looking at the unit tab now. It's 30 drones versus 33 SCVs and double mules, so he's in looking pretty good shape. He's building 2 additional bunkers now because he realizes the counterattack is possible here, and he has no Marines in the bunkers either.
Well, this is going to be difficult to defend, but he's going for it anyway. Drops in a Marine into the bunker. Unfortunately, the bunker is taking a huge amount of firepower, and in comes the follow-up right here from Sen that brings in a huge amount of Zerglings. Not good positioning on the Hellions whatsoever. Now forced to pull back. He picks up, he drops off, and this natural is under grave threat. Hell, let's not even talk about the natural. Let's talk about the main. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Sen with a brutal counter-attack, perfectly timed, before the Banshee came out, before the tank came out, and there you go.